Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Shreya and today's video I'm going to do another full face of one brand. I'm going to do K-beauty this time. So if you want to know my thoughts on the K-beauty products, please continue watching. Also, if you're watching me for the very first time, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here. And now without further ado, let's get into today's video. I'm going to talk about these products in the order that I applied them on my face today. The first one being the concealer. Now this is the K-beauty concealer. This one retails for 7.99 rupees and you get 3.8 count product in here. I think the quantity is a little less for the amount that you're paying. But anyways, moving on, you get 13 shades in this concealer. I think the shades are nicely divided between all the skin tone category like fair, medium and dusky deeper skin tones. And this concealer, I have it in the shade 140Y medium, which is my color correction, or you can say something that I use for color correcting my dark circles and my pigmentation, my hyperpigmentation. Coming to the finish of this concealer, I feel it has a matte finish, like it has that self-setting sort of finish. It does not need you to use powder, but if you want, you can definitely use powder, but you don't need to. Like I feel it has a matte finish that will self-set itself and it doesn't crease under the eyes. That's something that I really love about this concealer. Another thing that I really like is that it has medium to full coverage like a concealer should. I feel even a foundation, if it has like less coverage, that's fine, but a concealer should have good coverage and this concealer has that. One more thing that I really love about this concealer is that it does not oxidize and you can take your time to blend this concealer out. It does not even like settle down to matte finish quickly, so you can take your time to blend this concealer out. It is very easy to blend, especially if you're using a dense brush like I did today, like the one I used. This is the Rupa Beauty RB17 brush. It is a dense sort of concealer brush, so it really helps in blending out the concealer, giving you that good coverage. If I have to rate this concealer, I will rate it 8 out of 10, cutting out 2 points because I feel the price is a little expensive for the quantity you're getting, and also I wish it was a little more hydrating because I have dry skin. I really wish it was a little more hydrating like the Too Faced or the NYB concealer I really like. Next up, we have the K-beauty hydrating foundation. Now this one retails for 1200 rupees and you get 30 of product in here, which is the standard quantity that you get in any foundation, and this one has 20 shades in it, so I think the shade range is nicely divided as well. Again, I feel there could have been a little more deeper shades, but they have really good shade range. Coming to the bottle of this foundation, it has glass bottle and it also comes with a pump, which is really convenient. Coming to the finish of this foundation, as the name suggests, it is a hydrating foundation. It gives that dewy finish, and I feel for daily wear this is going to be a really good foundation because it also has medium coverage. It does not has like full coverage. It has that medium to buildable sort of coverage which you can use for daily wear. I will not say that this is my most hydrating foundation in my entire collection of foundations. I have much more hydrating and dewy foundations in my collection, but this is somewhere on the dewy and hydrating side. It's not a matte foundation, but as it is not a very dewy and hydrating foundation, I think even oily skin people can use it. For dry skin, normal skin, it's going to be really amazing, but even oily skin people can definitely go for this one. Personally, I did not notice any sort of oxidation when I was using this foundation, and also this is a very lightweight foundation. It has that thin consistency and also does not cling to the dry patches or the texture of my skin. If I have to rate this foundation, I will rate it 9 out of 10. 1 point out because it claims to be hydrating foundation, yet it is not the most hydrating foundation in my collection. That's the reason I will cut out 1 point, but apart from that, I feel this is a really good foundation. If you're anywhere around my skin tone, which is NC30 or Maybelline 128, this foundation in the shade 125 will suit you. I feel this foundation is a little dark for me. Like I could definitely go a shade up. Like next time I am purchasing this foundation again, I'm going to go for the 125 shade because the shade 125 is a little a bit dark for me. Next up, we have the K-beauty HD setting loose powder in the shade banana. Now this one is available in 8 shades and it retails for 7.99 rupees and you get 10 product in here. Now if you want, you can definitely go for your shade, or you can also go for the banana or the translucent variant. I think that will work for all skin types. Powder is not going to give you any sort of coverage, but it does set your under eyes very nicely, especially if you have dry under eyes or dry skin. This is going to set your skin so nicely. This powder comes with a sifter inside to avoid product wastage, and also the cap also has like a stopper thing right here, which is going to not let the powder come out when you open it. Another thing that I really like about this powder is that it will not give you any sort of flashback. No matter what foundation you're using this on, it will not give you any sort of flashback. It will just set your face nicely without exaggerating your skin texture, and also it doesn't cling to your dry patches. I will rate this powder 10 out of 10, and if you're going to get just one product from K-beauty, it has to be this one. The last complexion product that we have from K-beauty is the powder blush. This is how it looks like. This is the outer packaging. Okay, and this one retails for 7.99 rupees. You get 8 shades in here, and I have the shade Tickled Pink right here. Okay, which is like a proper pink sort of color. And this one, this is how the packaging looks like. It comes with a mirror and this is your blush. Now the packaging I feel is color coded for all the blushes. Like if you buy other shades, the packaging is going to be different, like the outer packaging is going to be different. But coming to the shade Tickled Pink, I feel this is a proper pink sort of color. It is not that subtle pink color, it is a proper pink color, and it's going to give you that Barbie sort of blushed effect. This blush is quite pigmented, so when you're using it on your face, I will recommend that you use a very light hand or you will end up with clown cheeks. But also there's one more good thing is that this blush does blend very nicely if you're using especially a stippling brush like this. Like if you use a stippling brush like this, the blush blends out really nicely. There's only one con about this blush that I have observed, which is that when you're dipping your brush right here, I feel there is a lot of kickback in the pan of the blush, which I personally do not appreciate. I'll rate this blush 9 out of 10. 1 point I'll cut only because it gives that, you know, like kickback in the pan, which I do not want in my blushes, and generally my other blushes don't do this. This one does, and I do not really appreciate it. Next up, I have some eye makeup product from Kaybeauty. The first one that I have is their matte eyeshadow stick. Now this is how it looks like. This one is available in 5 shades, retails for $5.99, and you get 2.8 gram of product in here. I personally have the shade Indulge, which is like a neutral tone brown color. This is a sharpenable eyeshadow stick. You do have to sharpen it when you're, you know, like done with the product right here, and it can be blended using your finger or your brush. Okay, initially when you apply it, it might look a little patchy, but you can take your time, just blend it out with your finger like this or with your brush, and it does blend out really nicely. Another thing that I really like about this eyeshadow stick is that it does not crease. If you can see, there are no lines over here today in my eyes. Sometimes some eyeshadows, they do tend to crease on, especially matte shadows, they do tend to crease on my eyes, but this one does not do that, and I really like it because of that. It is really pigmented, really blends out nicely, and I have really no complaints from this product. I feel this is that on-the-go sort of product which you can just carry when you're traveling or when you're going to office. You don't have a lot of time to do your eye makeup. You can just apply this on your eyes, blend it with your fingers, and you'll be good to go. Only con about this product is that I wish there were more shades available in this range, because there are just 5 shades, which I feel is sad, because I need there to be more cream eyeshadows in India market which are colorful as well, you know, like not just browns and black. I want there to be colorful shadows in this range, okay, especially in this range, because the formula is really good. There is no complaint about the formula. Instead, I feel this product can be used, you know, for contouring your face, for your brows, for your as a kohl, or as a lipstick. Now I will rate this product 9 out of 10 only because I wish there were more shades in this range. Like, I really hope that they do extend the shade range, because this is a really good cream eyeshadow form. Next up, we have the Kaybeauty eyeshadow palette. Now this one retails for 1200 rupees, and you get 4 variants in this one. I have the variant Bare Soul, which is, this is how the packaging looks like. I really love that they have, you know, like done really cool print on the packaging right here. I really love this. But I am really sad with the color of this packaging, because it gets, you know, like dirty very easily. Coming to the color story of this palette, I really love the way they have balanced out this palette. Like, there are 2 shimmers right here. Okay, this one is more like a satin color. It's not even a proper shimmer, I think. But this is a proper intense metallic sort of color right here, the center shade, which will look good with all the eye looks that you do, like neutral toned eyeshadow that you do. And coming to the matte shadows, we have around 7 matte shadows and 2 shimmer shadows. Okay, the 7 matte shadows are divided very nicely. There is one light color to, you know, like do it in the inner corner. And we have these 3 warm tone colors right here. There is like a transition warm tone color, then we have deeper warm tone color, and then we have a transition cool tone color and a deeper cool tone brown color. Then we also have a black to deepen out our crease, which is why I really think this palette is really well thought. Like, apart from this eyeshadow right here, I think I've used all of the other colors in this palette, and I absolutely enjoy using them. I'll rate this palette 8 out of 10 because this palette has kickback, and it also leads to the messy packaging, which I personally do not enjoy. And also, I wish there were more variants in this palette. Like, I wish there were more 9 eyeshadow palettes, like colorful variants in the Kaybeauty eyeshadow palette. Next up, we have the Kaybeauty eyeliner. This is how it looks like, and it retails for $4.99. You get 3 ml of product in here, and it is available in 8 shades. I had received this one in PR in 2020, and I'm still using this one. It hasn't dried out, so I think the content, like the formula, is really long lasting. It doesn't dry out in the liner tube. I really love the fact that this liner comes with a brush tip and not a felt tip. I feel brush tips are really good if you want to get the pointed wing. And also, this liner is really pigmented. The only fault with this liner, I feel, is that it does not settle to a complete matte finish. It has that shine when it settles down, but it does, like, you know, last really long time. It is a water resistant formula. It does not, you know, like comes off due to water. Now, because I'm not a huge fan of shiny liners, I will rate this liner 7 out of 10. But if you like shiny liners, you might just enjoy this one. Next up, we have the Kaybeauty mascara. Now, this one retails for 7.99 rupees, and you get 12 ml of product in here. And this is how the wand looks like. Now, this has a really big wand, I feel. I really wish it was a little more thin wand, because it can get a little messy when you're using this thick wand. Coming to the formula of this mascara, I feel it has a dry formula. It gives you volume, like it gives you that volumizing effect, and also it gives you that separated effect. Like, your lashes will never look clumpy when you're using this one. No matter how many layers you apply, your lashes are not going to look clumpy. But I wish that this one gave me that, you know, like curled up effect as well, because when I get volume, I also want my lashes to stay curled up. Wand, even though I feel it's a big one and, you know, like it can get messy, this one helps in giving you that volume to the lashes, and also helps in, you know, separating your lashes. Your lashes will never look clumpy when you're using this mascara. Even if you're applying 3 layers of your mascara, this is not going to give you the clumpy lash effect. I will rate this mascara 9 out of 10 because I really like all the qualities of this mascara except I wish it was not waterproof. But apart from that, it is a really long lasting and good mascara. It doesn't crumbles or flakes throughout the day and stays on for a really good time. Next up we have the Kaybeauty lip liner. Now this one retails for 550 rupees, which I think is really expensive for a lip liner. But this liner retails for 550 rupees, comes in 11 shades. You get 1.2 grams product in here, which is really less for the price that you're paying for getting this one. I feel this is a sharpenable lip liner, so every time you sharpen it up, I feel you're going to do more product wastage. And also, I'm not sure where I kept the sharpener. That's the reason that the product has completely gone down. But this is how the color looks like. It's a pretty chocolate warm brown color. Coming to the formula of this lip liner, I feel it is very creamy, glides on very nicely, especially when you have sharpened it up. Right now, I'm not able to find my sharpener. I don't know where I kept it. But when you have sharpened it up, it glides on very nicely on the lips. Feels very comfortable. Like it does not feel dry on the lips. I will rate this lip liner 8 out of 10. The reason being, I personally do not like the fact that it's so expensive and the amount you're getting is so less. The last product we have today is the Kaybeauty lip crayon. Now this one I have it in the shade VRs. It retails for 599 rupees. You get 24 shades in here, and this one has 1.8 gram product, which I think is really weird that the lip crayon, the lip liner, has 1.2 gram product for 550 rupees, and this is 599 rupees, and you get 1.8 gram product. Like you get just 0.5 gram product more than here. So, coming to the lip crayon, it has a retractable packaging. The shade VRs is like a very pretty peachy nude sort of color, and it will complement fair to medium skin tone especially, and even dusky skin tone people can use it, but they will have to use a lip liner. I think for deeper skin tone, this will definitely wash them out, so it is not a nude color for deeper skin tone. Coming to the formula of this lip crayon, I feel it has a proper matte transfer proof kind of formula. Like there's no transfer on the back of my hand, but it does feel drying after like 3-4 hours when you're wearing it, and also it does accentuate the lip lines on your lips, so I don't like that fact. But apart from that, I really like the color, especially this color has my heart. Like I love the way it looks on me. I will rate this lip crayon 7 out of 10 because it does accentuate the lip lines, and also it feels drying after 3-4 hours. So guys, that's it for today's video. I really hope that you found it helpful and also enjoyed watching it. Let me know if you guys want me to try out some other products from Kaybeauty, because I know they have a lot more products and I have not tried them, like their contour palette, their color correcting primers. They even launched color correctors recently. So if you want me to try out some other products from Kaybeauty, let me know in the comments down below. I would be more than happy to try them out for you guys. I'm going to take a leave for now, and I really hope to see you guys in my next one. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.